Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming worldwide on YouTube, Facebook, regionsports.com, and the IHSAA Champions Network. We come to you tonight from Crown Point High School as the Region Sports Network presents coverage of varsity girls soccer between the visiting Lake Central Indians and the Crown Point Bulldogs. I'm Kevin Malater. I'll have the play-by-play for tonight's action. Thanks for stopping by. And this is going to be a really fun matchup between these two teams who finished in the top two positions in the Duneland Conference last season. Crown Point's 2-1 this season, 1-0 in Duneland Conference. Lake Central 3-0, also 1-0 in conference play. We'll see Lake Central with the opening kickoff. And as we're about set for this one, let's get you the game night forecast, and it's brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast is a warm 70 degrees and sunny, but some light breeze out of the northeast, making it feel like 68 degrees. That's the game night forecast brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Lake Central, unbeaten, open the 2025 season at home against Maryville. We're victorious there. Crown Point 2-1. And a good bounce-back win over Northridge last week, and we're underway. And Crown Point will control. Bulldogs open with a 10-0 drubbing of Michigan City, in which 5 different players scored a goal in the opening night victory, which gave them 1-0 in conference play. These two teams technically tied for third, as Chesterton and Valparaiso both have 2 wins in the conference already at this point, entering play here on this Thursday night. That is out of bounds, and Crown Point will control the Bulldogs. Like we said, a good win over Northridge late last week. Eked that one out. Right now, both these teams trying to feel each other out. There's a good setting pass there from Panzika, and it's played away well there by Addie King, the sophomore defender, averaging an assist a game this season out of the back. Coach Bach believes this group has been able to succeed this year from what they've been able to generate with the backline defense. Early chance here. Nice job played well there, Ella Crowley. Here, pass there, but Salisbury keeps it alive. Working down the touchline, looking for some help. Nice job there. Knocking her off the ball was Connolly, the senior for Lake Central. Couple minutes in, these two teams finished first and second, respectively, in the DAC last year. Crown Point eked out a 1-0 victory over Lake Central. That was Lake Central's only loss in league play last year. Salisbury again. Nice job there, but the pressure's been played on well. And that's something they've learned from a recent stretch where they played games in consecutive days against Hamilton Southeastern, one of the top teams of the state, as well as Northridge, was the ability to be constantly putting on pressure on the other team's defense. And it makes it so difficult to slow them down. Obviously, they're happy to be able to get one against a really good HSE program, as we see an early settling touch from Kleckner, the junior keeper for Lake Central. Indians just trying to find their footing right now. It's been a struggle here in the early goings. And the pressure on display there, and it's finally cleared on out. They don't have numbers. They tried the attack. It was Phoebe Fogarty, the team's leader in goals so far this season. Just about 5 minutes in or so in the second conference matchup between these two programs. Two of the top teams in the region. Crown Point now experienced success in the region, but also come October and postseason time as well. And they've challenged themselves with those two games they played last week against Hamilton Southeastern and Northridge. And this coaching staff hopes it pays dividends down the stretch. Hattie Cebu. They change course here. Salisbury on the attack. And it's played off well there. Connolly has been busy in the back early for LC. Sun's starting to fall behind the clouds. Wind will pick up as well. Down to the mid-60s. Laird signing that second half. The line here, and our first foul of the game. It's on Rosenbaum, I believe, is foul two. So here, Lake Central has a chance to reset. They've been playing on their heels here for the first 5 minutes, which is exactly what Crown Point wanted. Crowley. That's a good ball. Played on well in the back, though. Just out of reach for Scott, the sophomore forward, who has been so good for this program, all district. Third in the conference right now in assists on play tonight. And scored the lone goal for Crown Point in the loss to Hamilton Southeastern. Elmer checks in for the first time for LC. Pressure here. It forces Crowley back. Just trying to find numbers. Great pressure here. And she finally clears it down the line. Fogarty gets upended right near the 18. And the referee will get together with the linesman to discuss how steep the infraction is. And it is an early yellow card issued. Three players in the wall for Crown Point. And Swinger, and it rattles off the woodwork there, and it caroms away. That was Panzica with the strike for Lake Central. An early notable point here. About 7 minutes into this one. That was a good strike. Got it over that wall and nearly opened the scoring in this one. Would have been her second goal of the season. Should have found the net. Off the hand of Fogarty, so Crown Point will take over. Bulldogs averaging 4 goals a match so far in 2025. It's an attack that has multiple levels to it. Mentioned in the opener, 5 different players scored at least 1 goal in the win over Michigan City. It was a conference opener as well as the season opener for the Bulldogs. Played on nicely here. Widstrand doesn't have numbers or options. She'll send it down the line for Connolly. Fogarty couldn't get a clean touch on it, and it's booted away. Good counter, slowed down for the moment by Crowley. And once again, LC on the move. Good move there, Panzica. Lofts it in. Is anyone there? Yes, it's the keeper and Sam Quick, the third-year starter, will settle it down for the Bulldogs. And the 1-0 win over Northridge. It was her 13th career shutout. That was back on August 23rd. Widstrand. That's played beautifully there. That's Cebu. On the counter, puts it on net, and it's a relatively easy early stop there for Olivia Kleckner. Ten minutes in, and we're scoreless in the second conference game for both Lake Central and Crown Point. Both teams 1-0 so far in Duneland play. Each of the team's season openers were DAC competitions. Lake Central victorious over Maryville. Crown Point over Michigan City. That Lake Central win. Very impressive, though. 9-0 in the opener. It's the 4th consecutive season, by the way, that Lake Central has defeated Maryville 9-0. Fogarty down the line, blows by the defender in Villeneuve. Fogarty tries to cross it in. And it's played on well there by the back line of this Crown Point defense. Connolly to throw it in. It's played well once again. Scott played it back, and that's great work by Rossi Powers. Giving Scott no room to work with there. Rossi Powers trying to go inside, looking for Panzica, and another foul. Panzica been getting hit hard here in the early stages of this one, just about 12 minutes in. Lake Central, meanwhile, 15 goals total on the season, average of 5 a match. Just 2 surrendered. Right-footed strike off the foot of Ella Crowley, and it never challenges the net. First goal kick for Sam Quick and Crown Point in this one. We talked about how this team is strong at the back. Just 1.7 goals a match allowed here in 2025. Obviously, surely just 3 matches apiece for both programs. But the early returns have been good. Look at the pace here. Crowley lost it for a moment, but backing away in. Fellis keeps possession for LC. And once again, passage. Now Riley Salisbury back to Hannah Pesic. And it's cleared on out. Nice foot there. Panzika gets it right back and dishes it away. And that was good clearance, though, by Addie King, sophomore defender. Been busy early. And we see a couple of subs enter here. Riley Beach for Crown Point in, the sophomore midfielder. Her second year on the varsity team. Crowley sends everyone to play fetch. It's Beach who just joined and has her pocket picked. Summer Gil. Sloppy pass, and now Crown Point has it again. Beach has been busy early. A little bit uncontrollable there for Pesic. And LC trying to get it out of their own third. I've struggled right now to do so. These teams knew this was going to be competitive. Talked to the Crown Point coaching staff prior to this one, and they said every time you get to the DAC, these matches become all the more intense. Every game last year, they said, felt like it was a 1 or 2 goal game the entire time. And these two programs top the market and top the quality of play in the league. Gimler sends it in, quickly swatted away. Crowley back on her heels. Heads it away, has support there. Amelia Felix, the freshman, but she loses it. It's Pesic working down the end line. That's played on well there by Felix. Stops the heat just for a moment. As they try to calm the waters in the back so far. Pitch slightly tilted in Crown Point's favor despite nothing on the scoreboard for either side. Good turn, Fogarty. Leading goal scorer. LC thought they had it for a moment. That was played well there in the back by Petrovska. Junior defender for Crown Point. Was cleared away there. Gimler. Lake Central. Rosenbaum. One of the players that has really stuck out to this coaching staff. Couldn't find a teammate there on the free kick. It's played well a couple of times by Finley Golder. And Zeke tried to send it down the line, no one there. And foul on Karabatsos, the sophomore. With the brief stoppage, Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Bulldog Athletics and say, "Go Bulldogs!" Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Mayor Land and the Pace team invite everyone to admire classic cars and new autos at the Crown Point Car Cruise from 4 to 8 p.m. most Thursdays through September 25th at Bulldog Park. For more information, visit crownpoint.int/car cruise. 20 minutes into this one, still scoreless. Second conference match for both programs. Really fun matchup with these two teams. Met up at Lake Central last year. 1-0 victory for Crown Point. Bulldogs late winner in the second half. And the Indians, their only conference loss in 2024. Emma Murphy. First touches for her right here. And a battle. Knocked to the ground. Play on, says the official. Rosenbaum knocked her off the ball. Woodstrand looking for Murphy. Defended well there by Villeneuve. Riley Beach. Talked to Coach Bach before the game, head coach of Crown Point. He says, every time you play Lake Central, that's credit to Coach Rainwater and his staff. Yes. Crowley shoulders Vester off the ball there. That's what I was saying, though. You have to fight for everything, and you have to play the entire 80 minutes against this team, because if you take even a minute off, they'll make you pay. That's how talented Lake Central is, and the respect is mutual between both these programs. And already 22 minutes in, you feel those sentiments coming true very quickly in this one. Gimler to throw. It's headed away there. Crown Point so sturdy at the back. Play on, says the official. And it's a race for the ball here. Played well. It's Scott who cut off Connolly from the angle. Essage lost the touch there. Golder now. Woodstrand trying to spread it out. Changes direction. She looks for a teammate. Defended well there. Riley Beach again. She's been really solid in the midfield so far. Off the bench for Coach Bach. Sent in well. There's a handball. Another early good look for Lake Central. It was Allison Yacht with the infraction there. Even though it feels the momentum tipping towards Crown Point. Lake Central has probably generated the two best chances here in this match so far. Connolly for Woodstrand again. Out of touch there. And that's played well. Olivia Connolly. Good challenge. And a trio of subs enter for the Bulldogs. 2-1 overall, 1-0 in conference play against the 3-0 Lake Central Indians. Likewise, 1-0 in Duneland play. Petrovska. Next, Salisbury. Sabu trying to settle at the back. Just out of the area code there of Addie King, and now Lake Central on the defensive third can breathe a little bit. Karabatsos play on back, and they look for Crowley for a settling touch. And that is a foul. Crowley just knocking Pesic straight to the turf. Now Crown Point, 25 minutes into this one, looks set up what could be their best chance. Addie King with the attacking support that has been so good so far on the edge of the 18. And no one was there. LC can breathe. Numbers run that left-hand side for King. No one could break off for her. Play from the back, Rossi Powers. Connolly trying to find someone. And it's played well there. Emma Murphy. A good switch, just out of the reach of Gimler. Halftime approaching quickly. Just 2 shots so far. 1 on target, 1 off target. Played well there. Eva Sajas. That right knee taped up. Still, though, applying a lot of pressure. It's Pesic with the left, trying to weave through 2 defenders. Throws her body in the lane of the Crowley clear. As we near the 30-minute mark here in the opening half. Only shot on target so far came from Addie Sabu of Crown Point. 9 minutes in. Panzika, though, probably the best scoring opportunity. Running a free kick off the crossbar 7 minutes in. And that's where we stand so far. Karabatsos played on well. Woodstrand keeps her stride. Angles inside and loses her feet. Play on, says the official. Said she flopped. Panzika down the line now. Race to the corner flag. And Peyton Silvas just couldn't get the angle she wanted on it. Petrovska with the help of Sofia Maldonado. And it's an errant clear. Sabu defended that one well. Point well. Petrovska again at the back, just forces it out. Ground point. Looking for a breather. 11 minutes left in the opening half. That's cleared well there. Crowley trying to keep the pressure on for Lake Central. Sabu dancing through midfield. And Rossi Powers quickly shuts that idea down. And same with Crowley, who boots it away. These two teams entering tonight tied for third. Chesterton and Valparaiso both 2 wins in Duneland play. Sides just 1-0. Both their season openers were also their conference openers. As we'll see, Fleckner with a late goal kick here. So we're at the 30-minute mark in this one. Lake Central 9-0 victors over Maryville. Crown Point 10-0 over Michigan City. Fogarty just lost the angle, was cut off well there by Villeneuve. Sabu. She was looking for Sajas. Hattie Sabu. Maldonado keeps it for a moment, and it's quickly cleared on out. Lake Central looking to counter. Woodstrand again with the armband on. And Maldonado wins the battle down that right-hand channel. Good ball. Panzica had Silvas. Just a little bit off target. Inside the final 10 minutes of the first half. 2 shots, 1 aside, 1 on target, 1 off target. Panzica, 7 minutes in for LC. Hit the crossbar. And Sabu, a relatively easy save, 9 minutes in for CP. Fogarty looking for options. Gets knocked off the ball and a foul just outside the box. She's currently in pain right now. Grabbing her right knee. It looks like they're going to have the trainer and the coaching staff come out and check her. Clock stops while they check in on her. And while they look at her, we remind you Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Bulldog Athletics and say, go Bulldogs! Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, and providing the best in city services and encouraging smart growth. Mayor Land and the Pace team invite everyone to admire classic cars and new autos at the Crown Point Car Cruise from 4 to 8 p.m. most Thursdays through September 25th at Bulldog Park. For more information, visit crownpoint.info. car cruise. Fogarty able to walk off on her own power, but she will exit the match momentarily. Crowley and Panzica hovering over the ball. Four in the CP wall. It's Crowley. They try to go underneath the wall. Couldn't bait him out. Threw it inside, no one home. Quick. Got underneath that one. Woodstrand. Claire. Scott here. Working down the line. Good ball. Pesic. One-on-one, and Crowley works her off the ball. That was well played in the back by Ella Crowley. Pesic, who already has 3 goals this season. Seemed her 4th was coming quickly. But Crowley slams that opportunity shut. Inside 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. Still scoreless. Petrovska chips it in. Played well. Big collision there. And a foul issued to Emma Murphy. It's a hit you usually see on Friday nights. Just took out Petrovska. Thankfully, both appear to be okay. Murphy looks like she took the blunt of that collision. Crowley once again heads it away. Chances and the opportunities seem to keep on coming, but Lake Central has been sturdy at the back so far for the first 35 minutes in this one. Gimler tells the crowd to go play fetch with that one. Petrovska got it by the defense. Right there, it was Rihanna Grish. Was right there. Couldn't get a clean touch on it. Well, the opportunity's still there, though, for Crown Point. Lemke. Going to find an option. Petrovska switches directions. There's communication at the back. Silvas lost it there. Grish. A little too aggressive with the touch. And Murphy will exit. And she'll be replaced by Fogarty, so good to see she's back into this one. Connolly again rejoins for LC. Final 4 minutes of the opening stanza here from Crown Point High School. The Bulldogs hosting the Lake Central Indians here on the Region Sports Network on a cool Thursday night. Crowley heads it away. They don't have numbers, but let's run it quickly here. Panzica, 2-on-3. A good through ball. Fogarty, one-on-one with the keeper, and Quick clears it. Connolly. Right towards our camera. You're on the press box. Right into your living rooms at home, everyone. Woodstrand has numbers up ahead for Fogarty. It deflects off a defender, and she chips it in for a settling hands of Sam Quick. The senior keeper, 13 career shutouts so far at the varsity level for Crown Point. Gimler. She was looking for Golder. Once again, Crown Point ready for the attack of LC. Was that out? Yes, it was. It was Scott with a firm pass down the sideline from Petrovska. Crowley. Zoe Panzica. Final 80 seconds of the half. Golder. Looking for Phoebe Fogarty. And the chance was denied. Felix. Good run here. Still with it. Throws it on. It was blocked down in front. I think it was Addie King who turned her back on the play. Fogarty was there should the chance had arrived. Scott. 40 seconds and counting. Ariana Scott. There's Lemke. Still there, though. It's Scott. 24 seconds left in the half. And the chance cleared out there. That was well done. Finley Golder. It's Fogarty now. 1-on-3. 15 seconds left. And Petrovska plays that one well. And Ariana Scott will send it down to Salisbury. And that will do it for the opening half. Here from Crown Point. Each side able to put a shot on the board. There's 2 on target. Both belong to Crown Point. Well, we're scoreless after the first 40. We'll step aside for a brief moment. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA. This week we're honored to have Robert Falcons, Assistant Commissioner, the IHSAA. One of his primary responsibilities is to direct the football championships. And Robert, thanks for taking time. Congratulations to everybody on a great first week last Friday.
Absolutely. It's always fun. People get excited about that first week of football, and to the credit of everyone around the state of Indiana, we had a great first week.
I think people would be curious, how many teams compete in football in our state?
We have 317 teams that compete in the tournament. 317
teams. How many kids?
Oh boy, we're about 18,000. I think that's the number, about 18,000. It's one of the larger sports that we have with respect to participation.
That's interesting. I'm not so sure nationwide that the numbers are going up. We're led to believe that numbers are leveling off or going down in football, so that's encouraging for the state of Indiana.
Absolutely. We a few years ago with the concussion and then COVID, we had a dip in participation that's come up. It's leveling off. It's getting back to where it was prior to those two instances, and our coaches are doing a great job. Kids are coming out. They're having fun, and of course the play is so good now.
The play is so good, and the other thing that I think people have to understand and recognize is that it's one of the more galvanizing activities for a community and a school system is those Friday night lights types of situations where pregame, postgame, all the things that are going on. It's an event everywhere around the state.
Absolutely. I was at a game on Friday night. They've got the band going on. They've got food trucks. There's barbecue. There's tailgating. You said it correctly. It is a community event. It's one that galvanizes the entire community on both sides, home and visitors, and it's a great way to start the school year.
I think in my conversations with Paul Condry and others who are knowledgeable of high school football in our state, the consensus seems to be that this is in all six classes. There seems to be no clear-cut favorite going into the start, that it may be as wide open as we've seen in years.
Yes, sir. And again, that has a lot to do with how well our coaches prepare our kids, how they coach them and make them ready to play. Again, football is really, really good across all classes, across all locales, and everybody has a chance to win, which is the beautiful thing in Indiana.
Robert Falcons joining us. We're talking about high school football. All right, week number 2, all the coaches, all the experts tell you that the greatest amount of progress is from week 1 to week 2. And why do we think that is?
Well, because in that first week we see a lot of jitters. At the game that I went to on Friday, they had 17 kids starting out of 22 positions that had never played a down of varsity football. So that learning curve was going to be pretty steep in that game, and you could see it. But between week 1 and week 2, coaches go back and address those issues that they saw in game 1, perfect them, and then that result during week 2. It's phenomenal change, and that's if you're a coach, you're happy with it. If you're a fan, you're happy. If you're a player, you're really, really satisfied that you can apply what you've been taught and learned and make some plays in the right times.
Week number 2, some great matchups across the state. I know you and the staff, your colleagues are out throughout the week. And we don't want to slight the other fall sports. It's a very busy time for everybody around the state in high school athletics.
Absolutely, and Friday is normally the day that all everything else is put on hold for football, and it garners a lot of attention. You got the band kid. It is a huge. You said it before. It's a huge community event, and everyone wants to participate. We put on a good show. The band does a great job. The cheerleaders are phenomenal. It is like you said. It's a great experience, and certainly one that people certainly enjoy.
Week number 2 of high school football coming up. Robert Falcons from the IHSAA. Robert, thank you so much. I appreciate the time. Be safe on the highways this weekend.
Yes, sir. You do the same. We'll see you out.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Companies Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery.
Welcome back. They were getting set to start the second half prematurely, but the clock hadn't run out yet. So now we're ready to go for the second 40 minutes of girls soccer here on the Region Sports Network. My name is Kevin Malater. Thanks for joining us here on a late August Thursday night where even though the calendar says summer, it feels like fall. We're in mid-60s here. We'll probably hit the low 60 degrees by the end of the night. We're scoreless here in the second conference matchup of the season for both the Crown Point Bulldogs and the Lake Central Indians. Crown Point wearing the all-reds. Lake Central in the white top with blue shorts. And that one is sent down the line, and there'll be an early throw in here in the second half. 3 shots combined across the two teams in the first 40 minutes, both on target for Crown Point. The best chance was a shot that hit the crossbar from Zoe Panzica 7 minutes in for Lake Central. However, only ruled not on target. It's played well in the back. Crown Point has been so stable. And the defense, only one official shot allowed so far. The field has been tilted in Crown Point's favor, but can they execute here in the final 40 minutes? 2-1, their lone loss, though, is a respectable one. 5-1 to Hamilton Southeastern, one of the top teams in the entire state of Indiana. Played them last week. Becker had to settle that one quickly. The race was on, and the goal was gaping for Crown Point. Woodstrand working that right side and earns a throw-in. 2 shots on target for Crown Point. Adi Sebu in about 9 minutes in and about near the half-hour point in this one. Brianna Grish, just a soft touch that was played on by Olivia Kleckner, the junior goalkeeper for Lake Central. Crown Point trying to handle Lake Central, their first loss. They're 3-0 on the season. Defeated Maryville in the season opener and the Duneland Conference opener 9-0. 4th consecutive year that the Indians had defeated Maryville 9-0. And then after that opening game thumping of the Pirates, they've recorded consecutive 3-1 victories over South Bend, St. Joseph, and Goshen. Peyton Silvas, good work in the back. The star, though, on the defense for Lake Central at this point has been Ella Crowley, who's been everywhere on the pitch tonight. Aaron pass. And Crown Point takes over near midfield. Circled around the back with Villeneuve to Addie King. King. It's Pesic trying to turn and connect with Brianna Grish. No luck there. Wafted in, and Crowley boots it away for Lake Central. Coach Rainwater always does an excellent job with his teams. They make it such a challenge in front of their opponents, home or road. Averaging 5 goals a match. They've allowed, on average, just .67 so far. Well, just 2 goals against here in 2025. Good left foot of Golder. Slows down Crown Point for the moment. It's Grish. And Addie King will retreat. Ellie Vester, first time in the second half for her. And it's played well there. Good interception from Finley Golder. After a quiet first half, limited touches for her. She's been active in the middle third of the pitch here in the first near 5 minutes here in the second 40. Grish on the switch. It's Riley Salisbury. Nice turn there. Ariana Scott keeps the possession here. Down the line. It's a battle near the corner flag. Grish still with it. Now we'll roll on out. The pass came off the boot of Riley Salisbury. Sophomore midfielder. Nothing on the score sheet this season for her. Big collision there at midfield. It's Panzica who will be issued a yellow card. Second yellow of the game, now one aside. Panzica, who drew the yellow on Crown Point back in the first half, now is in the book herself here in the second half. Hattie King, sophomore defender. Jordan Villeneuve to her left. Similar set, which nearly scored the first goal late in that first half for Crown Point. Trying to add time right now, I think. They want to move the clock up. Trying to add 15 seconds to the clock. Actually, they're going to put it back up to 33:55 rather. King with the right foot. Scott near the corner flag. Options there. Grish, edge of the 18. Bumped off the ball. That was well defended there. Amelia Feliz played that perfectly for Lake Central. Bester trying to take advantage. Karabatsos fanning on the clear attempt. It's now Cebu. Villeneuve looks to settle the touch. From behind, and that's another foul. Pesic drew it for the Bulldogs. Scott dancing around defenders. Looking for options. Support comes there from Salisbury. The switch. Cebu. Grish. Exchange wasn't clean. Still there, though, for Crown Point. Rosenbaum looking for options. Grishin headed away, kept there. And a good chance. Cebu just cleared it right off. It's worth 3 on Friday nights. Unfortunately, on Thursday night, it's worth 0. Well played. Jordan Villeneuve, senior defender. Doing that well. Crown Point team has played it well in our first corner of the night. Clara Widstrand. Right-footed kick coming. They're all bunched. Top of the box for LC. Centered on in. As well defended there by the Bulldogs. Cebu gets some extra support there from Rosenbaum. But Crowley keeps the pressure on. Looking for someone inside, no one there. And for the moment, the attack is halted. 10 minutes into the second half. 50 minutes in. Overall, still scoreless in this one. 3 shots, 2 on target for Crown Point. 1 shot off target for Lake Central in this one. Crown Point trying to get to 2-0 in conference play. Same with Lake Central. Indians also trying to remain unbeaten. They're 3-0 so far. CP 2-1. Hannah Pesic. Foot on the gas pedal. Pesic loses touch. That was defended well. By Andrea Rossi Powers. So there, Pesic. And this is sent all the way back down for Sam Quick. We'll retreat to the area, scoop it up, and distribute it away. Fresh legs on for Crown Point. Salisbury rejoins. Defended well. Crowley has been busy. That one's cleared away. Grish trying to find an angle. And she takes a foul. Felix drew it for LC. 27 minutes left and counting. Both sides trying to get to 2-0 here in Newland play. Salisbury, good work in the midfield. Pesic. Scott now, left side. Ariana Scott still with it. And the option wasn't available for her. Salisbury looking for Scott again. Pesic has an angle. Hannah Pesic Lost touch, but it is a corner. Does win it well there. But right now, another player down. It is Ariana Scott. Is down in pain right now. 15 minutes in to this one. The second half. So score Scott, who enters tonight 13th in the state of Indiana in assists, third in the DAC in that category as well. Able to exit under her own power. And so now it's a corner. First corner for the Bulldogs tonight. It's Emma Lemke. And that one not really close to any teammate of hers. And it's a goal kick for Olivia Kleckner. The Indians of Lake Central. These two teams who finished first and second, respectively, in league play last year. Let's take it away there. Kersan. Fan there for Pesic. Offsides. Flag was up. Maybe it was Pesic who was just a tad out in front of the play for Crown Point. Two on one. Kersan. And Zika, who's back in. Thrown, booted away there. Just matriculating it down the field right now is Elsie. Team that has scored 15 goals through 3 matches so far here in 2025. Scoreless here, though, like their opponents in Crown Point, who have scored 12 through 3. Vester. It's still there. Onside, flag stays down, and the shot goes wide. Pesic again, good chance for her. "17 minutes in. Second shot of the half for Crown Point. Looking for Woodstrand on that left-hand side. Lands up in the front row of the stands here. Good crowd. Bleachers filled to capacity. Good contingent from Lake Central making the trip on over. Two teams always play competitive matches against one another. Same invite last week as well, so both programs got a chance to see the other, even though they haven't played each other yet. The idea was Pesic. It was slightly off the mark. Lemke forced that one to go wide. Fogarty having called her name a bunch here in the second half. And her pocket was picked on that far side by Anna Petrovska. Pesic. And Krish for a moment. Krish in a battle for it right now. Across the halfway line. Krish comes out of nowhere. trying to apply pressure. Brianna Grish sneaks by an defender and draws the foul. Nothing too serious, but it warrants a free kick here as we near the halfway point of the second half. Keep in mind, Scott and Cebu not on the pitch right now. Scott exited a little bit ago due to injury. Had to see her since. Still there on that sideline. Two lined up in the Lake Central wall. Emma Lemke. Right-footed. Third opportunity, Lemke involved again. Grish was hounded, unable to get that receiving pass there from Cresan. Fogarty, the interception. And the foul issued. Penzika. Gives way to Ella Crowley in towards the box and Quick all over it. Crowley, really strong right foot of hers. Forced the home crowd to quiet down for a moment. Petrovska skies it down the far sideline. Krisan again. King. Salisbury. Down the line now. And injury once again. It's another Bulldog down right in front of their bench. Try to identify a number for you. And while they do that, we like to remind you that Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Bulldog Athletics and say, go Bulldogs! Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Mayor Land and the Pace team invite everyone to admire classic cars and new autos at the Crown Point Car Cruise from 4 to 8 p.m. most Thursdays through September 25th at Bulldog Park. For more information, visit crownpoint.info/car cruise. Halfway home here in the second half, still scoreless between Crown Point and Lake Central. And the injured Bulldog is Hannah Pesic, the senior forward who is tied for the team lead in goals entering tonight's match. Lemke. Sends it out of play. Lake Central trying to generate the attack here. They have just one shot. It wasn't even on target. That's a good battle there. It was Salisbury and Peyton Silvas. Referee says play on. And so Lake Central will rather. Penzika out in front. And Quick will go to collect. They were trying for the streaking Claire Woodstrand. Just out of her grasp. Woodstrand in a battle, lost it. Salisbury. Risch was there as an option. And works a throw-in. Final 17 and a half minutes here in the second half. We're still scoreless. And chances have been tough to come by. That one goes through the wickets of Croissant. She races for that one. And Lake Central set up with some fresh legs on the pitch. Taylor True enters first time tonight. And she works a foul. Her team, True, a freshman, already has a goal and assist on the season. A good start to her varsity soccer career. See. Lake Central team littered with experience, a handful of freshmen on the varsity roster. And there's a chance on target. Easily settled there by Sam Quick. Sabu, who just re-entered a couple moments ago, sends Vester out wide. Ellie Vester. Sabu on the receiving end. Out wide. Kept in. Salisbury. Riley Salisbury. Rana Grish now with it. Nearing the flag. And it is a goal kick that was defended well. On that near side corner. By Lake Central's Amelia Felix, one of those freshmen we talked about. Eddie King. Rosenbaum. Lost the handle on it. Good pressure here. Rosenbaum looks for some help. And Petrovska is there to oblige. Vester. Pace increasing here. Croissant. Centers one. No one there. However, Grish, for the moment, try to settle it down. Momentum still with Crown Point. Salisbury. Grish again. And her pass cut off. And defended well. Taylor True. Down the line. Woodstrand. Changes speed, hits the brakes, and draws a foul on Addie King. $14 minutes left here in the second half. And Crowley. Good right boot on hers. Sends it in. Will be thrown in the attacking third for LC. And good news, both Pesic as well as Scott rejoin, both who came off the pitch a little bit ago with injuries. Rejoin, good sign there. Widstrom got bumped off the ball. Karabatsos. Phyllis. Crowley, the settling foot. Woodstrand again. Looking for options inside 13 minutes left. It's eventually cleared away for a brief stoppage. They're going to stop the clock, and they're going to check on Benzika, and a yellow card has been issued. It's a second yellow. Referee having a chat with Dave Bach, the head coach of this Crown Point program. Having a conversation. Clock stopped while the two deliberate. And just a heads up, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lanterman Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals. Benzika, the left foot, into the area. And racing after it with good speed and good hustle. Was Gabriella Rossi Powers, senior, with an assist this season. It's defended well there. Connolly won that possession back. Near the 30-minute mark here of the second half. It's another throw-in. Connolly again. Rossi Powers left it off. Left-footed shot. It rings off the woodwork and doesn't go. Inches, a mere inches away from Lake Central taking a late lead. And unable to believe that was Peyton Silvas, who had a look there. Rasan on the counter. Connolly halts it. Still with it. Play on. Phyllis had it away. Connolly against Rosenbaum, the midfielder who has been so good this season. And a late challenge. And play is halted. As Rosenbaum was upended. Crown Point wanting a foul at the very least, if not a card. Brooklyn able to get back up. First-year starter for Coach Bach's team, but I said she stepped into that role of that center defensive mid so well for these first 3 games of the season. Lake Central, the throw-in in the attacking third Inside the final 10 minutes left, scoreless. 2 shots have hit the crossbar tonight for Lake Central. Panzica with 7 minutes in to the first half. And 29 minutes into the second half, Silvas did the same. Vester, good pace. Pesic keeps it alive. That's great defensive work in the back. It was Connolly up ahead now. Quick, the settling touch. Play continues inside, 8.5 left. And Zika lost her footing. Grish. Sends it away. That's Crowley now. Inside 8 minutes left. Quick once again with it. Golder. Can Krish win the battle against Felice? She can't. Amelia Felice. Silvas, who just hit the crossbar a couple moments ago, wins possession for Lake Central. Panzica now. Off an errant pass, working near the edge of the area. And lost touch. Gimler lofts it in and misses wide right. Crowley lofts it over, looking for Golder. Kimler, for the moment, thought she won the battle. Grazed her hand. So now, Crown Point takes over. Final 6 minutes. Both sides looking to go 2-0 in conference play. This matchup has often led to who finishes first place in the Newland when it's all said and done. Was the case last year when they met in mid-September. No problem for Kleckner. Waits for her options to develop. Cebu, one of the team's leading goal scorers. Pesic looking for help, collides with Cebu, but Salisbury wins the ball back. And it's sent away there. Cebu still with it, good through ball. And Crowley intercepts it. Cebu. Pass was blocked there. And Zika lofts one. It's a race for it. Rossi Powers headed towards the corner flag and runs out of steam. Inside 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. 4:29 to be exact. As the two sides are scoreless. Pesic turns and burns. Sends Vester on the far side. Ellie Vester works around the defender well. Pesic into the area. Pesic off the post. Another golden opportunity in this one. Definitely the best chance for Crown Point at this point. They're on the attack again. It's Riley Salisbury. Worked off the ball by Felis. And it's another goal kick. .3:18 left as the clock stops. As we near the conclusion of the game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Salisbury wins that ball. 77 minutes into this one. Good chances for both sides now. Grish couldn't handle the firm pass. Once again, King looking for Pesic, who just hit the post a couple of moments ago. Crowley, as well as Felis, have been strongholds at the back tonight for LC. Sabu try to control it. Pace so important now at this point. Panzika. And a late foul called. It is on Crown Point, actually. Half the players are running towards the attacking area for Crown Point. The other for Lake Central. Crowley drills it in. And Sam Quick locks it down. 90 seconds left. Likely the last chance here for either side here in this second half. Pesic has her feet cleaned out from underneath her, and that is going to be a card issued to Olivia Connolly. Connolly into the books. Clock stops with 1:14 left. Croissant to send it in. Right-footed. Headed for the left side. And Kleckner all over it. Inside of a minute left. Emma Murphy stumbling around. Trying to win possession back. 40 seconds left. Trouble at the back. Good pressure being applied. Defender slips. Cebu out in front. Lofts it there. Scott raced for it. And it was cleared away. Final 17 seconds. Cebu. 10 seconds left. It's booted away. Rasan, Rosenbaum. 1 second. And does it for the second half. Overtime coming up between these two sides. 80 minutes, not enough. And we'll take a quick break. This is Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Bulldog Athletics and say, Go Bulldogs! Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Mayor Land and the Pace team invite everyone to admire classic cars and new autos at the Crown Point Car Cruise from 4 to 8 p.m. most Thursdays through September 25th at Bulldog Park. For more information, visit crownpoint.info/car cruise. And stay with us after the game, and we'll name the Proud Union Home Play of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. Calvin Later with you here as we begin overtime here in this conference matchup. Both sides trying to get to 2-0 in DAC play. We'll play 2 7-minute halves. And we're underway. And if you're just joining us, boy, you missed a great 80 minutes of soccer so far in this one. Chances galore in the final 15 minutes for both sides. Crown Point, the last two. Pesic, a shot that she was aiming for the right post when her team was moving left to right. And just hit the outside corner of the post and went wide. Otherwise, it would have been the game's winning goal with, give or take, less than 4 minutes to go in the second half. A couple of crossbars. Three of them, to be exact, for Lake Central. It's the old cliche game of inches has been the case there for the visiting Indians in the white tops. Blue shorts, all red look for Crown Point in this one. First of the 2 7-minute overtime halves. And it's Brooklyn Rosenbaum into the attacking end. Salisbury gets it back. Riley Salisbury worked off the ball by Olivia Connolly. Connolly and Crowell, rather. Two of the staples of the back in this one for Lake Central. Vester looking through. Scott changes direction. Rosenbaum. Salisbury again. Salisbury dashing towards the corner. Trying to earn a corner. And she does. Inside 5 minutes left in the first half of overtime. It's in there, still there, and a goal! Salisbury puts it home. That's 1-0 Crown Point off the set piece. If it is her, it's her first of the season. Dangerous challenge there. Referee says play on. Hassan with a footwork there, working against Allison Yacht. Gimler defends it well. Vester looking down the line. Connolly intercepts the passes for Ayanna Scott. For two, no. It was Lemke. Right place, right time. Slightly off the mark. Her second shot that is cleared wide in this one. Kleckner, the goal kick. Remember, there will still be a second half of overtime. She doesn't take it. Woodstrand lost touch. Connolly there to back her up. That pass. Trofska. Handball. Lemke. Karabatsos has Woodstrom down the line. Woodstrom with options. It's Emma Murphy. Played well there. And a horde of defenders there to clear out of harm's way. Petrovska as well as Vester and Rosenbaum. All there working against Emma Murphy of Lake Central. 90 seconds left in the first half of overtime. 1-0, the goal coming 3 minutes in to this half. No one wanted the ball there. It's all the way down. Scott gave a good run at it. Vester has it, though, with numbers. A good through ball. And Kleckner. Calm. For Rocky Waters. For Lake Central. Gilmore lost her footing, but matters as she keeps possession for her team. Good chance here for the Indians of Lake Central. Connolly on the way. It just kind of fluttered towards the net. And it will be a corner for Lake Central. They have looked good on set pieces so far. There's going to be 27 seconds. Woodstrom to take it. Angling in. And no one was there to try to put it in there. It's a race down the far side. It's Pesic. She's got 10 seconds to do something. And she's bumped off the ball. Final chance, and that will do it for the first half of overtime. So they'll switch sides for the final 7 minutes in this one. Crown Point looks to keep their lead at 1-0 and close out this one and get to 2-0 in Duneland play. goal in this one scored by Riley Salisbury. 3 minutes into the first half of overtime. So in essence, the 83rd minute of this game overall. Panzica working well with Ella Crowley. That one will be a throw-in for Lake Central. 3-0 so far this season. Trying to avoid their first loss. There was a good chance. It's still there. Panzica wasn't there. Player hurt on the turf. There was a chance as Selesky was attacking in. And they're going to check in on the injured defender for Crown Point. And they are going to bring on the coaching staff and a trainer as well. As soon as I didn't find the number, we'll pass that along to you. It's a late second half winner when these two teams met last year. In Duneland play. A 1-0 victory in which that was the only loss Lake Central suffered in conference play. They finished 6-1. Bulldogs of Crown Point went 7-0 in 2024 in league play. 6:03 remaining in this one. Lake Central saying they got to win that header, and they do win the ball back. Gimler trying to work it from the back. Fogarty forces a throw-in. Selesky still there for LC. Karabatsos. Played on back. Fogarty just out of her reach. And a sub here. Scott will rejoin in place of Brianna Greesh. And add 4 seconds to it. Panzica had knocked off her foot, and a good clearance there. It was Lemke who booted it away, and Kleckner has to come out to collect. Risky pass. Vester slammed to the ground. No foul or whistle issued, and now they will. As Vester was sent to the turf on a good challenge off of a risky pass from Olivia Kleckner, the keeper of LC. And Vester will leave under her own power. Had forced 2 more seconds to the clock again. 4 minutes, 39 seconds left. Crowley sends it in to Rocket. Panzika never really had a settling touch to keep it with her feet. Once again, Lake Central will have it in the attacking third like they have been for most of this second half. Panzika with the left. Threw it on net, and it never came close. The desperation attempt for an equalizing goal in the final 4 minutes of overtime. We're going to stop the clock for a substitution. Cebu rejoins in place of Emma Lemke, who has been quite productive in the midfield. In this conference battle, which needed more than the 80 minutes required. They move quickly. Selesky cuts off the angle. May have been a handball. None issued. Nice work there. Rossi Powers keeps it out of harm's way for a moment. A dangerous pass. It was Yacht. Never got a clean catch. Pesic down the line for Scott. Ariana Scott with options. Centers one, and no one was home to put it in and put the game away for Crown Point inside the final 3 minutes in overtime. Pesic on that far sideline, a battle with Yacht. Another bad pass attempt. Scott again. Salisbury out in front. Rosenbaum trying to win the angle. Rosenbaum in! And a save by Kleckner. It's a late corner inside. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second overtime. Salisbury to take it. Just go short with Scott. Ariana Scott. Left-footed. Off the post. And the rebound is put over the bar. The dagger was a foot away. But unable to put it home. Was Rihanna Grish. Rasan, good clearance. Scott trying to win it down. Salisbury was there. She's been everywhere. Crowley. Panzika. Strong foot. Play on, says the official. Yacht. 60 seconds left. A centering try. Widstrom was there. Couldn't get a clean foot on it, though. 50 seconds left. Fogarty makes a defender miss, and a great clearance there. Addie Cebu. Her team needed that at a critical juncture in this one. And Fogarty remains down. Let's hope she's okay. And the trainer and coach, Rainwater, jogging out to check on their senior forward. and the leading goal scorer on this team. .43 seconds left. Fogarty will exit. Replaced by Garabatzos. It will be Crown Point with possession. Murphy sends it down the line, but out of touch. Addie King. Try to chew clock, final 30 seconds. Lake Central trying for one last push. They need possession of it, though. Whitstrom gets over the defender. It's still there and cleared away. Cebu again. Inside the final 20 seconds. Headed away by Scott. 10 seconds left. Cebu. One final clearance from Rosenbaum. 3 whistles. And it's a win for the Crown Point Bulldogs to get to 2-0 here in conference play. Needed extra time to do it. But Ariana Scutts, but Riley Salisbury's goal, the difference in this one. We'll take a final break, and we're back with our brief post-game show. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hand in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back to Crown Point. Here on the Region Sports Network, Kevin Miller with you. It's time to name the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowd Company is proud to recognize the superheroes on the pitch. The Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game tonight was none other than Riley Salisbury. The game-winning goal 3 minutes into the first overtime off the set piece from the corner. It was her first goal of the season, and it improves Crown Point to 3-1 overall, 2-0 in the Doolin. The blue-collar player of the game brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. And our blue-collar player of the game tonight was Emma Lemke, who had the corner that set up the game-winning goal. Not to mention, though, she was everywhere on the defensive side. A couple of good offensive chances as well. Put up a couple of shots on net as well. She was doing it all for Crown Point in the win. And lastly, the Proud Union Home Play of the Game presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. And tonight's Ironworkers 395 play of the game was none other than the match-winning goal by Riley Salisbury 3 minutes into the overtime period in the first half of it to give Crown Point a second consecutive 1-0 victory over Lake Central. Last year was a late second-half winning goal. This time it comes in extra time. So Crown Point improves to 3-1 overall, 2-0 in the Doolin. Lake Central falls to 3-1 overall. They're now 1-1 in conference play. That's going to do it for us tonight. Special thanks to our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our operations manager, Rich Castillo, coordinating producer, Zach Miller, and our sports director, Mike Dewan. I've been Kevin Malater. Our producer tonight on site, Zach Zanelli, our great camera guy upstairs, battling these now fall temperatures, has been Martin Murillo Jr. Special thanks to the coaches tonight, Coach Rainwater and Coach Bach of Lake Central and Crown Point, respectively. Their athletic directors, Chris Enyart and Bill Durilla of Lake Central and Crown Point as well. And once again, as always, a special thank you to our viewers at Facebook.com/Region Sports Nation, YouTube, Region Sports, and RegionSports.com. Once again, your final score, Crown Point 1, Lake Central 0 in extra time. I've been Kevin Malater. Thank you so much for watching Game Night on the Region